"Can I kiss you?" he whispered sweetly, and she felt terror in her veins. Sarah just nodded her head so her voice didn't tremble, and wondered if he could hear the nervous bass drum of her heart. They'd been flirting and laughing all night, all tingling touches on the arm and half-drunken smiles, but even though she promised herself she wouldn't get her hopes up again, she found herself secretly wondering what he'd be like in her arms, in her bed, in her life. If maybe, just maybe, this was the beginning of what she'd been searching for so long. If maybe, just maybe, he could be the one. Would he be a good kisser? She wondered as she felt his strong hand in the small of her back, making her feel feminine and small. Or would he shove his tongue down her throat? She looked up into his eyes as he pulled her close, smelled the deep masculine scent of him, felt butterflies do gladiatorial combat in her stomach, and then his lips were on hers and the whole world went away. Sarah felt herself melt against him, so safe in his arms. Fireworks exploded in her mind. A wide, unfakeable smile spread across her face. And then, a moment or an eternity later, it was over, and they smiled at each other like lovesick teenagers. Which would be a wonderful beginning to a love story. Except Sarah spent the next week feeling hope deflate in her chest, and she never saw him or even heard from him again. Why was that? Hi, my name is Michael Fiore. I'm an internationally respected relationship expert. That's a picture of me on The Rachel Ray Show. An Amazon and Wall Street Journal best-selling author for my book, Make Him Beg to Be Your Boyfriend in 6 Simple Steps. And if the story I just told sounds in any way familiar and painful to you, if you think guys just want sex instead of romance, this will be the most important video you ever watch. Why? Because of 2 simple and romantically devastating facts men have been keeping from you your entire life. Fact 1. A man knows if he's ever going to fall in love with a woman just 2.6 seconds into your very first kiss. 2.6 seconds that determines if you get a chance to live happily ever after, or if he never even texts you again. Fact 2. You're an awful kisser, and it's not your fault at all. See, if you're like most women I've talked to who have struggled to find and keep the one, and I've talked to and helped thousands of women, it's because of a dangerous lie about what kissing actually means to men, and how men secretly yearn to be kissed by women, that has sabotaged every serious relationship you've ever had, forced men who could have become the love of your life if you knew what I'm about to teach you to not even ask you for a second date, and driven you into the arms of the wrong guys again and again. What's the lie that's completely handicapped you in the game of love? That a kiss is something a man steals from you. That your job as a woman isn't to kiss, but to be kissed. To follow like you're dancing a tango. That spark and chemistry are either there or they're not, and there's nothing you as a woman can or should do about it. See, if you're like most women, you do what Sarah did. You let a man kiss you like you're giving him a gift. Or put on a performance kiss to make a guy like you more. I've talked to a lot of guys about this. I surveyed thousands of them on this very topic, and I can tell you that when you kiss a man passively, it doesn't make men want to pursue you, ravish you, make you his and only his forever, fall deeply in love with you. No, it makes him feel nervous, like he's about to be rejected at any moment, like he's wasting his time with a woman who's more interested in playing a game than having a serious relationship, and like you don't really like him, no matter how much you secretly do. Now, this is very important. This doesn't mean we men want you to make the first move at all. In fact, unless you know the secret romantic psychology of men and exactly what to say before you kiss a man, making the first move is almost guaranteed to drive him away or treat you like nothing but a fling. What I am saying is that a great kiss is something you share with a man, where how great the kiss is as much your responsibility as his. The way I like to say it is, a kiss is a conversation, a way to communicate the truth of what's in your heart and who you really are as a woman without saying a word. And what you say to a man during that first kiss and every kiss afterwards is more important to how a man feels about you than sex or chemistry or destiny. Kissing a man passively is like saying nothing at all, making him guess who you are, how you feel, and what you'll bring to his life. And more often than not, telling him he's wasting his time, even though that's the opposite of what you want to say. I've only revealed this in private coaching calls before, but to kiss a man in a way that makes him feel like the floor has dropped out from under him, so the only choice he has is to fall, wakes up that voice in the back of his head saying she's the one, slow and insistent and as true as gravity, and makes his heart flutter with the beginning of the fiery obsession of what just might be love, not to mention have him planning every romantic detail of your second date before the first one is even over, your kiss needs to say 3 simple but devastatingly difficult things. First, your kiss has to invite a man to let down his shields and be vulnerable with you, to remove all his terrible anxiety and fear of rejection, fear all men have, especially the tough ones, to take off the armor he uses to hide his real self from the world, and reveal the truth of who he truly is in a way most men can simply never communicate with words. Second, your kiss needs to make him feel powerful and irresistible as a man. Most women make the mistake of punishing men for their masculinity and shame them for their hunger, but your kiss needs to make the testosterone thunder through his veins, his spine straighten, his muscles tense, and a deep growl grow in his chest as he feasts on the sheer feminine softness of the delicious woman in his arms. And third, your kiss needs to take his imagination hostage so he can't think of anyone or anything but you, to make his body desperate to earn the right to touch you, to relive the electric moment of that first kiss again and again at work, in the car, even when he's on a date with another woman, to invade his dream so all he can think of is your eyes and lips, to give him so much more joy and pleasure in a few seconds of kissing than other women have given him in days, months, or years, to become the object of his every fantasy until you give him the chance to kiss you again. Which, I know, sounds simple, but how do you actually do it? That's a great question, which I'm going to answer with a few important questions of my own. Are you ready to feel what it's like to be the only one for him, whether you've just met him or he's been yours without really seeming like it for years? Are you ready to be chased and pursued by a man who will stop at nothing to hold you in his arms again, who ignores all other women because he only wants you, who begs for a serious relationship deeper and more committed and more passionate than anything you could imagine? Are you ready to be his romantic obsession and to have the power to make any man fall for you with just one magical kiss? Are you ready to have the player who swears again and again that he doesn't want anything serious suddenly begging you to be his girlfriend? If you're still watching this video and feeling that desire grow in your heart, it means the answer is yes, yes, yes. Which is why, as a way to pay you back for taking the time to watch this presentation, I want to give you a very special opportunity to feel like you suddenly have superpowers when it comes to romance and men. See, 6 months ago, I got an email from Sarah with the story I told you a few minutes ago. I don't know what it was about Sarah's story, but it broke something in me to hear her pain, and made me decide it was time for me to stop being selfish. See, for years now, I've been teaching my private coaching clients a series of kissing techniques specifically designed to melt the heart of any man you choose. And while I'm nervous to do so, if you're seeing this video, it's because I've decided to try out offering these advanced and powerful techniques to a select group of women, in a program I call How to Kiss a Man to Make Him Fall in Love. Because that's exactly what it teaches you how to do. How to make a man start falling for you from the very first moment your lips meet his. How to make him fantasize about your second date and your third and your 50th before the first is even over. How to reawaken passion with a man in your life no matter how busy you are, how stressed out you are, and how distant you feel like you've become. All with the incredible, magical power of a simple kiss. How to Kiss a Man to Make Him Fall in Love is the result of a tremendous amount of testing, research, surveying of men and women all around the world, and plain old hard work to plumb the mysteries of why we kiss, what men think when we kiss, and, most importantly, how to kiss in a way that makes a man absolutely addicted to you from the very first moment his lips meet yours. Hard work I and my incredible team did so you don't have to. See, when I decided to share these astonishing kissing techniques with women around the world, I set myself a goal as big and lofty as climbing Everest. And to reach that goal, this new program needed to accomplish 3 things. First, it had to tell women the truth about men and love and romance. Second, it had to be easy, as close to done for you as possible, so you never have to feel anxious about what to do, when to do it, or if you're doing it right. Third, it had to be transformational. It needed to give you stunning, almost frightening insight into the minds of men, Debunk the toxic myths about romance that have made you a serial monogamist for years, when all you really want is one perfect, serious relationship. Like I said, it was a pretty lofty goal. But after months and months of work, draft after draft of the program, hours and hours spent researching and creating and testing and revising as we got feedback from hundreds of ecstatic beta testers, here we are at the top of Everest. Here we are, finally ready for you to reap the benefits of all that labor without even one smidgen of the work. In How to Kiss a Man to Make Him Fall in Love, I'm going to reveal the 8 simple steps of a man-melting kiss. How to pause the world so kissing you suddenly becomes the single most important thing in his life. How to demand his absolute presence and attention so he doesn't even glance at his phone. How to pull him to you like a tractor beam. Create stunning electricity the moment his lips graze yours. Feel his absolute surrender to his overwhelming passion for you. And leave him stunned, satisfied, and desperate for more, while making him feel 10 feet tall as he suddenly discovers a depth of emotion inside himself he simply never knew was there until you woke it up for him. Next, you'll learn the secret reason we kiss with our eyes closed, what an open-eyed kiss says about how a man truly feels about you, and how to use kissing meditation to force any man's eyes to close almost against his will, so the whole world fades away and all he can think about is you and the incredible way you make him feel. You'll also discover the monogamy kiss method, and exactly how to kiss your man before he goes off on a trip or you're not going to see him for a few days, so the idea of even looking at another woman makes him feel nauseous and ill. The secret of kissing empathy, how to listen to a man's most secret heart without him saying a word, and how to know exactly how he really feels about you without ever having to ask. Why men are so nervous about kissing you, the secret anxiety script every man has in his head about going for that first kiss, and the subtle, silent kiss magnet method that draws a man irresistibly to your lips while believing deep in his soul the whole thing is his, and only his, idea. If you've ever desperately wanted a man to kiss you but he just wouldn't take the hint, this one method will change your life forever. Next, you'll learn the spark test and how to know exactly how good a man is in bed simply by running your tongue along the edge of his lower lip. Why the way you're kissing now has accidentally convinced man after man that you don't like him, and how to infuse every kiss you have with every ounce of the feminine vulnerability men crave deep in our bones. Next, you'll learn how to create movie star kiss moments. Warning, do this right, and he may find himself wanting to kiss you even more than he wants to have sex. Remember in high school when you could kiss and make out for hours and keep his attention the entire time without even trying? I'll teach you the high school makeout method you can use to make him get more pleasure just from kissing you than he does from having sex with any other woman he's ever met. Plus, this sneaky technique will subtly turn back the clock, so he feels that same intense, overwhelming desire for you he did the very first day you met, even if you've been together for weeks, months, or even years. Next, you'll learn the timeout kiss that cuts through his emotional shields, stops even the most vicious fights in their tracks, and turns all his anger into overwhelming passion and desire for you. Sick of first dates that never turn into second dates? I'll show you the 5 important rules of a first kiss that will have him seeing you as the one, even if he's not looking for anything serious now. Plus, I can't wait for you to feel the power humming through your veins when you realize how this simple method puts you in the dating driver's seat and gives you absolute control over who you see again. You'll learn why a kiss is a conversation and how to learn the secret vocabulary of kissing to say anything you want to a man without uttering a word. Even better, you'll learn how to listen with your mouth so you can discover the deep emotional messages he's been trying to tell you every time you've kissed in the past, but you just didn't know how to hear. Do you feel like men always kiss you the way they want to kiss you without thinking? I'll teach you a simple 5-step trick to slow down even the most eager man so he suddenly finds himself savoring every moment with you, drinking in your passion and femininity, bending over backwards to give you every intimate, connected moment you yearn for. You'll learn why married people kisses kill relationships, the insidious kissing habit 99 couples out of 100 automatically fall into, and a simple 3-word phrase you can say to stop any man dead in his tracks, no matter how much of a rush he's in, take you into his arms and kiss you like a princess so your toes curl and your heart soars. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. I barely have time to tell you about so many of the astonishing techniques in how to kiss a man to make him fall in love. Techniques like the primal passion kiss, and how to wake up the ravenous sexual beast in any man so he'd crawl across broken glass just to taste you. You won't truly know what it's like to be desired by a man until you use this technique for the first time. Warning, only use this kiss when you have time and space to be properly ravished by your man. When you do it right, he won't be able to help himself but rip your clothes off and make love to you right then and there. You'll learn the lip tease and how to wake up every nerve in his body with nothing but the very tip of your tongue. Even better, you can do this in public. You haven't lived until you've had your man convulsing with need with nothing but a seemingly innocent kiss. You'll learn the mouth-to-mouth method, and how to share your breath with a man so he forgets where you stop and he begins. This method might seem weird at first, but the feeling of connection you'll experience as you breathe as one will astound you. You'll learn the eyelid kiss, and how to make a man feel truly loved, seen, and understood in seconds. So all his pain and anger fades away, and all he can feel is appreciation that he has such an amazing woman in his life. The mirror universe kiss, and why tilting your head the wrong way can make him feel like he's seeing, feeling, and tasting you for the very first time. And much, much more than I have time to list out here. Okay, can you feel that? Your heart beating, the dryness in your mouth, that incredible desire to know this, to be able to do this, to have this power. To make any man you choose obsessed with you with nothing but a simple kiss. Let me ask you, how much is it worth to have this at your fingertips, right there on your phone whenever you want it? How much is it worth to always have it be your choice if there's a second date instead of waiting by the phone hoping he'll text? How much is it worth to have him sitting at his desk, staring off into space, yearning to touch you, feel you, taste you again? I don't want to bring you down here, but I hear from so many lonely women every day in absolute misery because they don't understand men. They spend hours swiping on Tinder, hanging out at depressing bars, hiring dating coaches and matchmaking services, buying fancy dresses, spending hundreds or even thousands of dollars on stuff men, frankly, just don't care about. Or who drag their boyfriends or husbands to couples counseling, which costs thousands of dollars and does absolutely nothing to give you the attention and connection and pleasure you deserve. So think about that for a second, and then ask yourself one very simple question. What do you think would be a fair price to learn how to kiss a man with so much honesty, so much tenderness, and so much passion that he becomes obsessed with you? If you're being completely honest with yourself, I bet you'd say $297 or even more would be totally and completely fair to feel that confidence, to feel that power, to never have to wonder again about how he felt about you, because you can feel the passion and desire and love emanating off him like heat from a stove. I mean, $297 is a lot of money. But considering this is a power you'll carry with you for the rest of your life and will change the way men treat you forever, well, when you look at it that way, it sounds pretty cheap, doesn't it? But after 7 years teaching women all over the world the hidden secrets of men and how to have wonderful, connected, serious relationships, there's one undeniable fact I've learned again and again and again. Even when you want something so much and know it's a once-in-a-lifetime deal, as a woman who spent so much of your life giving and giving and giving to others, sometimes it feels impossible to be selfish and give yourself what you so desperately need. Which is why I'm going to do something kind of risky here. Not a risk to you, but a huge risk to me. See, my mission in life as a man, ever since I first walked on stage at the Rachel Ray Show 7 years ago, is to destroy the myths about men and love and romance that have led to heartbreak after heartbreak, and give you the power to finally have the connected, serious relationship you want so much and deserve so much. And if I have to take a hit to my wallet to help you, well, that's a price I'm honestly extremely happy to pay. So here's what I'm going to do. We've already agreed that how to kiss a man to make him fall in love is worth at least $297. But because you've watched this video and given me some of your precious time, I feel like I owe you. So if you act right now, I'm not going to ask you to invest $297. I'm not even going to ask you to pay $197, though I think you'll agree that would be a total steal. No, for you and for now, I'm going to do something a little bit crazy. As long as this video is up and not a moment longer, I'm going to set your price for how to kiss a man to make him fall in love at just one single payment of just $97. And even better, if you simply take action right now, I'll take money out of my own pocket and give you a whopping 60% off, which means if you simply click the button below this video right now, you'll get the complete How to Kiss a Man to Make Him Fall in Love program for the discounted price of just $37. That's the good news. The bad news is to lock in your discount, you have to act right now. Why? Well, I'm actually in a bit of a fight with my staff right now. After seeing the program for themselves and hearing from the thousands of women who have already grabbed How to Kiss a Man to Make Him Fall in Love and raved about it, they're telling me that $37 is just too cheap. That even though the program is tested and proven and powerful, nobody's going to believe you can get Saks Fifth Avenue results at Walmart prices. And that to fulfill my mission to help as many women as possible, I may need to raise or even double the price. If you're still seeing this video, it means we're still testing to find out if we can make the numbers work with your incredible discount. But please, if you come back in a few hours or tomorrow and the price is higher, maybe much higher, please don't write me begging. If you pass up your one chance to lock in your discount now, there's simply nothing I can do for you. Oh, and just to take away every excuse your brain can come up with not to do this for yourself, I'm going to back everything I've set up with a frankly incredible 100% 60-day money-back guarantee. Here's how it works. Just enroll in How to Kiss a Man to Make Him Fall in Love right now. Use the material. It's so easy to use and as close to done for you as humanly possible. See for yourself how much fun dating can actually be when you know this secret. If you don't think How to Kiss a Man to Make Him Fall in Love is worth at least double what you're paying today, just contact my customer service at support@digitalromanceinc.com anytime in the next 60 days, and you'll get every dime back as fast as we can. Now, you might ask, why exactly am I being so generous? That's a very good question, and I've got two answers for you. The first is kind of selfish. After putting so much time and effort into creating this program, I want as many women as possible to use it to create the kind of relationships with men you want so much. The second answer is maybe a little sappy, I guess. It's because I want this for you. I want you to experience this incredible power and connection and pleasure. And if I have to put myself out there a bit to help you, I'll gladly do just that. And all you have to do is click the button right below this video now. Okay. If you're not convinced yet, if there's still a little voice in the back of your head that isn't quite sure, let me do one more thing to make this the easiest choice of your life and to make sure you don't let fear of regret keep you from taking advantage of this wonderful offer. See, I want you to feel deep in your heart and deep in your soul that you're getting an incredible deal that you can be proud of. Heck, I want you to feel like you put one over on me by doing what I know you want to do so badly and enrolling in the program today. That's why I've got 3 very special presents for you, just for saying maybe to How to Kiss a Man to Make Him Fall in Love today. And these presents are yours forever, even if you decide the main program isn't for you and take advantage of my no questions asked guarantee. First, I'll give you my Magnetic Lips program, where Cassidy Lyon teaches you simple, natural tricks to give you the softest, most inviting, and kissable lips a man could ever dream of. Simple tricks you can do with nothing but a bit of makeup to have men fixated on the incredible sensuality of your lips and mouth. Your second present definitely answers the question that gives women the most anxiety when it comes to dating. It's called When to Sleep with a Man, and tells you specifically how fast or slow you should go with a man depending on what kind of relationship you want and to make sure he never thinks of you as a slut. Your third present is something a bit shocking. In fact, I can't give this to everyone, but if you act right now, you'll get Relationship Rewind, a simple, almost hypnotic technique you can use with a man to instantly rewind his feelings for you so he feels as much passion and desire for you now as he did when you first met, even if that was years or decades ago. So let's add this all up just so you can see for yourself what a great deal you're actually getting. With your special discount, you'll get the complete How to Kiss a Man to Make Him Fall in Love program for just $37. We already agreed that How to Kiss a Man to Make Him Fall in Love is worth at least $97 all by itself, so that's already a pretty great deal. But then, at no additional charge at all, you're getting Magnetic Lips, When to Sleep with a Man, and Relationship Rewind. And each of those should probably sell for $97 or more all by themselves, too. If you were at the supermarket, that would all add up to $388. But using your special discount, you'll get everything for just $37. I don't know about you, but if I was at the store, swiped my membership card, and saw my bill for $400 worth of stuff plummet to less than $40, I'd feel like I won the lottery, or like there was some mistake. But no matter what, I'd rush to claim my discount before anyone tried to take it away. And all you have to do to claim your discount and take advantage of this amazing deal is click the big button right below this video right now. Then fill in your payment details using a credit card, debit card, or PayPal on the next page. Once you do, you'll get your special login credentials, so you can access How to Kiss a Man to Make Him Fall in Love on your phone, tablet, or computer anywhere you want, anytime you need it, like when you're sweating in a panic before that first date with a potential Mr. Right and need this powerful information close at hand. Just click the button below this video right now. Pay your severely discounted enrollment fee. Go through the program, learn the secrets of masculine sensuality to make him yours and only yours for as long as you want him. Use these tested and proven techniques, feel what it's like to have him slow down and savor every kiss with you, clutching you hard against him because he's desperate not to let you get away, connecting and communicating with you in a way that sends shocks of delight through every cell of your body. Experience what it's like to be in control with men. To finally be the one deciding if you want to give him any more of your precious time, instead of glancing at your phone every 10 minutes for days, wondering if he'll ever text you, if he'll ever ask to see you again, if the spark you felt was an illusion, if you did something wrong, if you'll be alone forever. Feel a level of real, natural confidence that fills your entire body. If you're anything like the thousands of other women who have used this program, you're going to be amazed at the change in your life and the change in you once you learn this. How every man you meet just looks at you differently. A profound curiosity flashing across his eyes. How confident men find themselves nervous and excited just to talk to you. How that hopeless ache in your heart fades to nothing as you see the abundance of smart, handsome, faithful men lining up to give all their attention to you without even really knowing why. If you're like most women, you're going to have a hard time wiping that goofy smile off your face, or keeping that joyous sparkle out of your eyes, or keeping your mouth shut when other women ask to know your secret that created such a change in you seemingly overnight. Okay, it's time to take action. You might not know it, at least not consciously, but you're at an important crossroads in your life right now. And you really just have two very different options leading to two very different lives. One, a life of romance, passion, connection, and fun, where you enjoy a serious, committed relationship with a man who truly loves and adores you. The other? Well, the other is just a continuation of the life you have now. So listen closely as I tell you what your two options are so you can make the right choice for you. Option 1 is to leave this page without enrolling in the program and try to forget everything you've learned in this presentation. I think you already know what will happen if you do this because you felt it so many times before, gotten your hopes up, convinced yourself he's the one, only to end up disappointed and lonely again, wondering what you did wrong, wondering why he pulled away when all you wanted was him to pull you so close and never let you go. I know you don't want that. I know you are so sick of feeling that, of pretending it doesn't bother you, of yearning for real connection, real love, real passion with a man who sees the real you and just wants more and more and more, which is why I want you to take a second here and seriously consider taking road number 2. In a lot of ways, it's the easier road, because all it takes on your part is deciding you love yourself enough to say yes right now. Simply click the button below this video, enter your payment information right now before life gets in the way, and claim your spot in the How to Kiss a Man to Make Him Fall in Love program. Get every single thing I've talked about in this video, and quite a few surprises I haven't even mentioned, but I can't wait for you to see. Learn how to communicate the depth of your soul to a man without even saying a word. How to draw him close so he craves your breath, craves your skin, craves you more deeply than he has any woman before in his entire life. More than he'll ever crave any woman again if he's foolish enough to ever let you go. Remember, With your 60-day guarantee, you're risking absolutely nothing. In fact, all the risk is completely on me where it belongs. I firmly believe if I don't get you every result I've promised in this video, I simply don't deserve a dime of your hard-earned money. And with your special discount, you're getting 60% off the already ridiculously low one-time price of enrollment. And I can't say this firmly enough. You'll pay your discounted enrollment fee today and will be locked in with access to the program for life without ever paying another dime. No fine print, no hidden charges. Let me leave you with one final and incredibly important lesson. Every day, I receive many emails asking, Michael, how do I get a man to open up to me? These women want the magic words to get a man to finally tell you the depth of what's in his heart. What he wants, what he feels, how he truly feels about you. But the sad news is, there are no magic words. As you already know, when it comes to emotions, men are bad at words. Heck, most men are awful at even knowing themselves how they really feel. But with How to Kiss a Man to Make Him Fall in Love, you'll have a tool most women will never have: the ability to truly communicate with a man on a deep, primal level without words. To create a direct connection between your heart and his. To read his every kiss as clearly as a book and know exactly who he is and who you are to him without ever having to ask. It's an incredible power to never feel shut out by the man you've given yourself to. And it's a power I want you to have for yourself. And all you have to do to get it is make a tiny, easy decision right now. I've already done all the work for you. I've opened the door to a whole new way of connecting on the deepest, most emotional level with men. A level that will leave even the most stoic, unemotional guy feeling vulnerable, open, and strong in a way he never thought possible. All you have to do is walk through that door. I hope you understand just how much I've stacked the deck in your favor so you literally can't lose. Actually, there is one way you can lose. By letting doubt and cynicism get in the way of the love and passion you want so much, that you deserve so much. I've done everything I can, but only you can take that final step towards a happier and so much more connected relationship with men. To having any man you want addicted to you from the very first moment your lips touch his. Before we go, just imagine for a moment. Imagine yourself staring at his strong jaw, his stubble, his full lips. Imagine him gently holding your face in his hands and pulling you close, his beard just rough enough to know he's a man. Imagine the spark between you, every nerve on fire, knowing he's feeling the same thing you are, or perhaps much, much more. And then just click the button below. Let me take the weight. Let me show you the truth. Let me help you finally have the passion and love and power you crave so deeply. I personally promise you'll be very happy you did. Again, I'm Michael Fiore, and I'm incredibly excited for you to experience what happens when you apply How to Kiss a Man to Make Him Fall in Love in your life. I can't wait to hear about your success. Thank you.